This is my audience.
This is my club. Isaiah.
I see.
Hello, class. Are you or anyone in your family living with diabetes? Or has anyone died from diabetes in your family? According to CDC, Center for Disease Control, 30.1 million people, or 9.4% of the US population, have diabetes. An estimated 23.1 million, or 7.2% of the population, is diagnosed with diabetes. Approximately 7.2 million people in the United States have diabetes and has not yet been diagnosed. In my entire family, I'm the only one diagnosed and living with diabetes. It's been 10 years now since my diagnosis. I've learned so much about diabetes. The youth from our church, in collaboration with the diaspora nurses, did a walk for diabetes sometime last year. And it was amazing to find out how many people in Worcester City have diabetes and they didn't even know they have diabetes. Diabetes is a disease that grows very rapidly, but like any other disease, there are signs and symptoms to watch out for and the types of diabetes. In my speech, I will be talking about three things. What is diabetes, firstly? Secondly, the signs and symptoms of diabetes. And lastly, I will be talking about the three common types of diabetes. First, let's look at what is diabetes. Before I tell you what diabetes is, let me tell you the role of the insulin in your body. When we eat food, our body breaks down the food we eat into sugar. And at that point, the pancreas produces insulin. And the insulin that the pancreas produces is the key to open our blood cell for the sugar we eat to enter. And that allows the sugar to enter our cell, and our body uses that sugar for energy. According to National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive Kidney Disease, diabetes is a disease that occurs when our sugar level is too high. Blood sugar is your main source of energy, and it comes from whatever food that we eat. Insulin is a hormone made by the pancreas to help glucose from the food we eat get into the cell to be used for the energy. The sugar we eat, that's what gives us energy to go to work, to wake up from bed, to go exercise, and etc. Sometimes your body doesn't make enough insulin or does not use the insulin well. Sugar then stays in the blood and doesn't reach your cell. To make this easier for everybody, let's just learn something new today. Diabetes is a disease in our body that our body cannot properly control the amount of sugar we eat. I believe we have already gotten a little bit of idea about what diabetes is. Let's go to my second point, which is signs and symptoms of diabetes. According to medicine, that diabetes symptoms in women and men review August 11, 2017, the common signs and symptoms of diabetes in both men and women are weight loss, enhanced hunger, excessive thirst, skin infection, tingling in hands and feet, dry skin, sore that takes very long time to heal, stomach pain, and vomiting. Lastly, let's look at the three common types of diabetes. Type 1 diabetes, which I have. I have type 1 diabetes. And it is usually diagnosed in young kids and young adults, and it is called the juvenile diabetes or insulin dependence diabetes. According to American Diabetes Association, only 5% of the people in the United States have this type of diabetes, and I am among the 5%. In type 1 diabetes, your body breaks down the sugar and starches you eat into simple sugar called glucose, which is used for energy. With the help of insulin treatment, the young kids and the young adult can be able to manage their disease and live a long and healthy life. Type 2 diabetes. This is the most common type of diabetes, and it was previously referred to as the non-insulin dependent diabetes, and it is found in adults with adult age like 30 upward, and it is mostly associated with age, weight gain, like people that just sit and allow themselves to gain a lot of weight, people that don't exercise, like you find out that in a long run they will be diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. If you have type 2 diabetes, your body doesn't use the insulin properly. This is called insulin resistant. At first, your pancreas made extra insulin to make up for it, but over time, it is able to keep up, and it can make enough insulin to keep the blood glucose at normal level. The third type of diabetes, gestational diabetes. This type of diabetes is developed in pregnant women when they like in 24 months. Pregnant women who have never had diabetes but have a high blood sugar level is usually diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. According to the 2014 analysis by the CDC and prevention, the occurrence this type of diabetes occur once like in a 5% in pregnant women. Gestational diabetes starts when your body is not able to make and use all the insulin it needs for your pregnancy. It usually go away when you give birth. Most of the time, pregnant women that been diagnosed with gestational diabetes at the beginning of their pregnancy, when they give birth, it goes away because they are not diabetic. However, if you have gestational diabetes, you have a very greater chance of developing type 2 diabetes. To conclude, diabetes is a disease that occurs when your blood sugar level is so high or your blood glucose level. Apart from your blood sugar level being high, there are signs and symptoms that you ought to watch out for, like excessive urination, weight loss, sore that hard to heal, dry skin, infections, and etc. Diabetes is a disease like any other disease, but we ought to watch out for the signs and symptoms. Closure. Now, confidently, I know that you guys have a little bit of idea about what diabetes is, what signs and symptoms for you to look for, and the 3 different types of diabetes. Thank you.